Well, hello everybody. This is Pokemon Fanfiction Novels, and I know I'm doing something a little bit unusual today, but I was introduced to this website called The Fanfic Maker by a good friend of mine that you may or may not know, the artist formerly known as Bonsley Juice, Ghrei. Hey, thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me, jeez.
Belch as soon as we start. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So,
I'm freaking popped.
this is not
fizzy.
This is not going to be a very professional video, but hey, I guess it's kind of in tune with the theme here today. The Fanfic Maker, for those of you unfamiliar, is somebody apparently made a site where they found all these various bad fanfictions, kind of emulated them, and put them all together, and all that the maker has to do is just put in a couple of key things like who's your hero, who's the villain, who's the sidekicks, and then you click the button, and presto, bad fanfiction. It seems you can also adjust certain factors to it, but the first thing you see when you open up the page is just this disclaimer saying, look, this is what you're gonna do, and it's definitely not safe for work, so click the button. I understand the dangers to my sanity if you want to move on. You have been warned.
Yeah, and...
So I get... Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say that, they basically took a bunch of the, stereotypical story beats. They just took a lot of the tropes and all that stuff, mashed it together into an AI, and it's like over on our on my channel, Ghrei, we did a video together. Puffin and I, sorry, words, and it was AI Dungeon, and that's an AI where it's storytelling, and then you type in your input, and then it takes that and works with it, and that spiraled into insanity, so...
So this will be a little bit more of a controlled version of that.
Yes.
Like, it knows what it wants to be ahead of time. The thing is, though, you don't know what it's gonna be until it's too late.
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna click I understand sanity, and now I'm on a page that I'm describing it because this is mostly audio. Although you look at the picture, you can see what I'm seeing right now. You know what? Do you want to describe it, Ghrei, or shall I?
No, I will. It's
okay.
It's a page where you type in like hero's name, hero's superpower, hero's hometown, their female sidekicks, male sidekicks, homeworld, hobby, villain, the MacGuffin, the villain's gender, relationships, and then there are some rating bars where you can turn up how much violence, ego, sex, and cliches there are. So, first, we want to look at the presets. We'll see if we want to go with any presets.
Okay. And Avatar, Breaking Bad, Classic Doctor Who, Death Note, blah 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 blah. There's a bunch of these things. It reminds me a lot of fanfiction.net, and I don't think that's a coincidence.
Probably not. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a Pokemon. Yep, there it is.
Okay. And I clicked it, and automatically here's what I see. Hero's name is Pikachu. Now, by the way, you let me know if it's different on your end, Ghrei, but superpower static, hobby, eating ketchup, Pallet Town's the hometown, homeworld of Kanto, female sidekick Bulbasaur, male sidekick Charmander, female sidekick 2 Jinx, really?
Why?
And male sidekick 2 is Squirtle, villain is Mewtwo. And it's male, which is strange because it's genderless, although I get it. You watch the show and it's obviously a very manly, deep voice in the movie. The MacGuffin is the GS ball, and there are no relationships for this one. Now, has any of this been any different on your end, Ghrei?
No, sir. Now, what we can do is change this up to make it a bit spicier if you want.
I assume the ratings.
Not just the ratings. I'm also talking about, like, changing up from, you know, Pikachu to Ash, and then leaving Jinx as female sidekick too, and then stuff like that.
Huh.
Just really mess with it, you know? But that is up to you, my friend.
Alright, this time around I'm not actually going to mess with it. Oh, I just noticed eating ketchup has 2 A's next to it.
Yeah,
eating ketchup. As for the ratings, so let me know again if yours is different, but it seems that it's set to a higher violence rating, a below average ego rating, a little over average sex rating, and right about the middle cliche rating.
Oh yeah, that's the same for me. Now, do you want to mess with any of the ratings?
I just want to see what it is originally, and then I think after we've read the initial story, I might just hit the back button and mess around with a couple of ratings just to see what it does.
Okay, because I will say the ratings are always randomized.
Okay. Oh, it's always random. So you have a, lower violence rating? Because mine is pretty far up there.
Oh no, I see the same thing as you because your screen is the thing we both see.
Oh, okay. I thought for a second you had a different window up in which,
No.
you were doing the same thing, but okay. In that case, I'm gonna hit make story. Now,
right.
Who's reading this story? Shall it be me? Shall it be you? Are we gonna switch it out depending on the paragraph?
I think you should be the narrator, and then we'll switch off the vocals.
Okay. Well, let's just see what happens here. Alright. The Last Struggle of Good and Evil by Serenity Darkmoon Raven. And I believe it's the same author each time. Now, if you want to put in a different author, you can. But there seems to be a chaos mode up here in which if you drag it over... Oh, wow. That really messes it up. So
That's
this
for
is going to be...
pastas, friend. That's
Yeah,
for copy pastas.
This is going to be messy enough as is, so I'm going to leave that one well enough alone, along with the background. I'm just going to... So, author's note. I think that you can choose whether or not to have an author's note at the beginning each time or not, but this just goes to show how predictable bad authors are. The more they sound the same to each other, the worse it is. So, author's note. This story is about my own personal OC, Reed. Wait, Reed? I thought the star was Pikachu.
Oh, what? I thought so too. What?
Well, this is different, but read, totally not read. If you don't like OCs, don't read this story! Exclamation, exclamation.
With a lowercase n and don't.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm actually going to attempt to sound dignified here because it's unfitting.
As you should.
On a cold... Yep.
Real quick, sorry. How about this? We switch off reading every time there's that gap you see, like the paragraph spreading. We'll switch off there.
Okay, sounds good. On a cold September, after her greatest adventures, Reed was wondering what to do that week. She had picked up her life from where she'd left it and wanted to make something from it. Then, all of a sudden, a strange woman appeared on Reed's doorstep. She was hidden beneath a long cloak and had long brown nails on her fingers, because that's relevant. Her dirty hair flushed down from beneath the cloak, and she had glowing eyes. "You are not who you think you are," said the strange woman. "What do you mean?" said Reed. "You are not who you think you are," she said again, with a mysterious crackling voice like a bad radio transmission.
You know, this is just a side note. That's not inaccurate for you.
Okay, so my voice is just crap on your end. Okay. "I still don't understand you," said Reed. "Here, take this," she said, and gave Reed an beehive. Not a beehive, an beehive. "Take this and give it to your parents or guardian. They will know what to do with it." And with that, she disappeared before Reed's eyes.
Okay, let's unpack what's happened so far. Just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So, Reed had been going on several great adventures, but now she's bored. She doesn't want to go on another one. She's just sitting at home. And this weird woman comes in. "You're not who you think you are." "What do you mean? You're not who you think you are?" "I don't understand." "Here, take this and give it to your parents or guardian. They will know what to do with it." And then, the lady's gone.
I like how... go ahead.
Is that what I'm getting from this? Is that...
Yes, it's just no actual human behavior, just kinda, I'm here, and now I'm gone. I could tell you what's going on, but I'm not gonna for some reason. Also, hope you don't get destroyed by this beehive. Hopefully it's empty. By the way, Beehive. I was waiting for GS Ball around this point, as it serves as a MacGuffin, but I guess not.
The Beehive is actually the GS Ball, Puffin. You gotta get on the you gotta get on a higher plane of thought.
I guess. Also, the parents are guardian. I meant to comment on that. It's like, did this person just write this a day after getting a form at school about, take this home to your parent or guardian and have them sign it, or you don't get to go on the trip? It's like...
I like how it says you either have to have multiple parents or a single guardian. You cannot have two guardians.
Yep, plural to singular is not a thing here.
Alright.
Okay, well...
God, we gotta tear this apart after every time we switch narrations.
Sounds good.
Alright. Reed was confused, but thought that she had to do something. But rather than going to her parents or guardian, Reed decided to show it to Squirtle. "Oh no," said Squirtle. "You must forget about this." "Why?" inquired Reed. "What do you know?" I can't tell you, my dear Reed. I didn't think it would be this soon." "What?" yelled Reed. "Are you keeping things away from me?" Is for your own good. You cannot know this," said Squirtle, and before Reed could do anything, Squirtle had escaped her grasp. "No, damn it! When will I ever know the truth?" Reed was feeling depressed. One of her best friends abandoned and betrayed her. It hurt. So Reed wanted to find Bulbasaur. After their adventure, Reed and Pikachu had been spending a lot of time together. Reed kind of started to like her. So Reed went to Pikachu and told the whole story. He listened to Reed without saying a single word. Then he said, "What the fuck? This is so big!" And Reed said, "I know! Do you know a way to find out what is happening? Why is everyone hiding things from me?" Pikachu sighed and said, "You have always been special, Reed, and not just to me." That Reed had received and said, "Kinda looks like the GS Ball, doesn't it?" "Could be, but it might not be, but... yeah, certainly it might be." "Whatever it is, I can't recognize it quite well, and I think," Pikachu said, "that perhaps the mysterious woman wanted you to find something inside of you." "Inside, like my heart?" "No, don't be silly, like a memory. Think about it. If your parents lied to you and now Squirtle doesn't want to talk to you about your background, perhaps there's a hidden memory in your head." Bulbasaur's logic was flawless, so Reed had to try it.
Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Bulbasaur's... Okay.
That old lady wants her memories. God flipping dang it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything about memory, but if you know what that is, you know why he's laughing right now. You might have noticed I went at one particular part. You have always been special, Reed, and not just to me. That is the noise of me cringing. And that's the point, Like, the point is to see what not to do. Like, if my channel is about trying to make, the best of fan fiction seen by people, this is the opposite of that. This is where all the bad tropes come to not die, I suppose, but rather die, be reborn, and be shown in their true light, as a joke.
Also, did I call it or what? The Beehive was the GS Ball!
I guess so, but why would a GS Ball look like a beehive?
Beehives are yellow, GS Ball is gold. Same difference.
Huh. I guess if you squint hard enough. Also, this is a Pokemon story, right? Like, I'm seeing stuff like Squirtle and Pikachu and GS Ball, things that I pick up on from Pokemon, but had those things not been in there, would anyone have looked at these characters under different names and been like, oh, this is a Pokemon story? Is there any sort of Pokemon trope anywhere that we've read yet?
No, not a single damn one.
Not
a one.
I mean, maybe on a cold September after her great adventures, that's about as close as it gets.
Yeah,
the vague term...
Great Adventures is like the only thing from Pokemon in here, aside from explicit titles. Like, this is not good at all.